getting those opportunities?
I think March is doing a great job defensively. He's doing a really good job of making sure that Dwight is getting scarce catches. Dwight's an animal down there. It's tough to keep him out of the paint, but March is fighting him every game. I've had an opportunity to go against him, trying to fight him. We just want to make sure we take those easy paint points away from him, trying to get him frustrated.
They're very close to 40 free throw attempts in each game. How do you try to limit that?
Playoff basketball, it's tough aggression, attacking to the rim. They have good people who attack the rim and they get to the free throw line. That's what they do. They've been good at that. For us, we just have to play a little bit sounder defense. Keep our hands out of the cookie jar, as they say. Don't get silly reach-in calls, and trying to keep that to a minimum.
But you still have to be aggressive, so I guess that's the mental battle.
Still have to be aggressive on defense, but know that be a little bit smarter. You don't want to have those silly ticky-tack fouls and then put them on the free throw line, put them into the penalty.
For your time in the league, are you someone that looks at who the officiating crew is and kind of get a sense of how a game might be officiated before it happens?
I think each ref has his own tendencies of how they call and how they react to different players or coaches or whatnot. But we can't focus on that. We have to really focus on our game, our defensive calls, and going out there and executing our offense.
When Howard's out, how comfortable are you and Keith kind of switching on from Scala and in that small ball lineup, and especially if it's going to be used in the long run if they continue that in the run?
I think it's good. Keith and I can switch on most players. For us as a defensive whole, we don't want to just isolate any one person on an island. We want to keep on repeating myself. We want to go out there and execute our defensive concepts.
You really expanded your game with the three-point line this year, especially in the second half of the season. You got to shoot a three in the first two games.
That's me being the five-man. I have to know proper spacing, and for me as a five-man, I have to dive to the basket. It's not about me getting a three-point shot because that's not going to do anything but hurt our team. I want to go out there and help our team any way I can. We want to make sure Jan gets back slowly but surely. We don't want to force him into getting hurt even worse. So for me, I just want to hold down the five position right now and focus on that. Really focus him diving to the basket because it's kind of a foreign concept for me, but got to make sure that I consciously think about that.
Did you guys make a concerted effort? Were you shocked or surprised by them moving Millsap to the five, and that seemed like it was the biggest wrinkle they threw in game two? And do you expect more of that kind of stuff maybe from game three? They're going to put something out there that maybe.
It's a good point. Millsap was at the five, but we went with a small lineup with them. If they want to do that, we'll just have to adjust. We have to make adjustments throughout the entire game. It's not going to be the same big lineup that they have with Howard and Millsap. For us as a whole, it's going to be go out there and execute our defensive concepts.
Can we hashtag that?
When you get into the teeth of a playoff series like this, I mean, how many more adjustments really can be made once you see this team as many times as you've seen them?
Well, when you play them a couple times before, you notice the things that are giving you trouble the first two games, and you kind of try and want to correct those little imbalances. You don't have to correct a lot because obviously we got 2 home wins, 2 good wins. It's not drastic changes. You don't have to come in and have a full practice because it's a new team coming in. It's the same team that you played. Granted, they're probably going to make adjustments as well, so you have to be prepared for those, what they did well, try and correct that, but it could be completely different in game 3. So it's just being ready and being prepared.
There's 47 fouls in the first game, 55 in the second game. A lot of free throws. Is it a physicality type of thing, or is it, how hard has that been to adjust to all those whistles?
It's different, but I think you just have to roll with it. You gotta deal with the adjustments. Going to the free throw line a lot. Both teams are going to the free throw line, so it's harder to get out in transition for us. But at the same point, we need to play a little bit better defense to give ourselves that opportunity to get out in transition.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.